welcome back to George Does Stuff, and I'm out of a battery. Hey everybody, welcome back to George Does Stuff, the worst knife review channel on all of YouTube. And I did steal that from Hoovie's Garage, but he has the worst car review channel, and I do knife reviews because he's got lots of money and I have fat hands. Today we have part of a ever-growing portion of my knife collection, and that is a fixed blade. And when I started this channel, I think I had, as far as new fixed blades, I think I had one or two. I'm now up to 8 or 9. And this, like most of the knives that I have acquired of late, I actually got through the Amazon Vine program, so I got this knife for free. All I had to do was review it. This is not part of that review, which reminds me, I almost forgot. Get that close, like that. Beep, 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 beep. That close to forgetting to thank you, my subscribers. What? How can I forget you guys? You guys make my world go round. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I never ask for people to subscribe to my channel. I don't know why people would, but for those of you who do, I love you and I thank you. For those of you who don't, I love you too, and that's fine. You don't have to subscribe. I hate it when people pander and it's like, please like it, don't like and subscribe. Do what you want. Watch this and then go outside and play Frisbee like a normal human being or whatever people do. I wouldn't know. I forgot a long time ago. Anyway, back on track. This is a knife from a knife company that I have. I have a couple of their knives that I have on my wish list that I have not pulled the trigger on, but they make some really good knives. And I was very happy and surprised when this came through on Amazon Vine, because I have no control of what they put out there. It's kind of like a buffet. It's like whatever. It's like, here, try this, and if it's not something you want, you don't get it. So anyhow, that being said, a Kansept knife plopped my way, and Kansept makes some knives that I really like. They have like 3 or 4 knives that I'm very, very interested in buying. I just haven't got them yet. I believe they make the Loki, which is a knife that I don't know why I'm not pulling the trigger on that knife. It's a perfectly designed knife for me, and I just haven't pulled the trigger. That being said, I did pull the trigger on this one because I got it for free. This is the Kansept Flank. It's stone washed D2 with G10 handles. Ring! Look at that. It's invisible. You can't even see it. It's so well. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's the sheath. Very nice sheath. This has a very interesting sheath in that it's kind of a. Now it's scout carry. If you're not familiar, this is scout carry, where this is your belt loop, and so it's even with your belt. And then this is what I consider to be traditional carry, or a vertical carry, where it's it's hanging on the side of your belt and you pop the knife out. And here is the actual knife. Oh look, a microfiber cloth. Oh, couldn't live without that. Oh, and this did come with stickers, but I have a knife sticker collection, so I took them out. And it comes with instructions in case you don't know how a knife works. And it comes with everybody's favorite desiccant. All right, there we go. That's a what they call a pregnant pause in the business. And here is the knife reveal. Oh, yes. Always use protection, folks. You don't want to, just get that out there. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous knife. This knife, this knife is just the cat's meow. I really, really like the design of this knife. I really love that wavy G10. I think that looks excellent. It is super, super duper comfortable. This knife literally just melds into your hand. It's almost like it was custom made for me, and I'm sure it'd feel the same for you as well. It is very well constructed. There's been a rash of knives. Obviously, this is full tang. You can see it's full tang. It's very well milled. It is very well shaped. It is. I was going to say that there's been a rash of knives of fixed blades I've got of late that have elevated tangs, and the tang's actually elevated above the scales. And it's not a problem, but it's distracting to me. This is absolutely flush all the way around, and it is smooth like a baby's butt. And oh my God, it's just very, very nice. It's very, very nice. It's very, very nice. So this is, it's not quite crowned or chamfered, but it's definitely not sharp. So if you're wanting to use this to strike a ferro rod, God bless, George, get the thing in camera. If you want to strike this on a ferro rod, it's pretty much a no-go. Oh, it actually has the name on there. I don't know if I'll be able to get in close enough for you to see that, but it says right there, it says Flank. Not Frank, but Flank. And then there's the design logo. I don't think that's not the Kansept logo, so it's got to be the designer's mark. Is that in focus? I can't tell if this is in focus or not. There we go. So there's the Flank. There's the designer's mark. There's the Kansept logo. Very well ground knife. It's a very nice design. It's got this nice little swedge on top. It has this nice little, I guess, consider that to be a hollow grind on there, or possibly a saber grind. I don't freaking know. I don't know what you kids are calling stuff these days. It's just a great grind. It has a really highly functional choil in there that really lets you get in and lock in and control this knife. It is, I mean, when I say locked in, this knife locks in. It is like a bank vault. It is crazy how easy it is to control this knife. It is not a super thick stock, but it's definitely thick enough to get the job done. I mean, I would definitely trust this to light to medium light duty out camping. It's not a heavy knife. It's a pretty well balanced knife as well. It has a big, giant, glorious lanyard hole, which is awesome. I recently reviewed a knife. I can't tell if that's in focus or not. I need to get a bigger monitor and some better glasses. Anyhow, it has a great lanyard hole. I reviewed a knife that doesn't have a lanyard hole at all, which is a slightly bigger knife. I'll show it here in a minute when we do size comparisons. And very surprised that that didn't have a lanyard hole. This one has a generous one. This is made from D2. I don't know if you can see that. It's right next to the Flank there. Oh, D2. Good for the soul. As everybody knows, D2 is one of my favorite steels. It's got a beautiful, beautiful stone wash to it. I mean, it really is a joy to just look at this knife. And I'm starting to think that this is no longer a family episode. The way I'm kind of gushing over this, it's like, oh, it feels so good. But it does. It feels really, really good. This is, this would be a great, it's almost a necktie knife. I guess theoretically you could wear it as a necktie knife. I really, really enjoy the blade shape, and I really enjoy the multiple grinds, and the fit and finish of this knife is just absolutely top notch. So that being said, let's go ahead and comparison it. Let's go ahead and English learn speak now good. Compare it to some other knives. Here is a knife that I just absolutely hate. This is the YF Smart micarta brown handle, whatever the hell that is. This is my recently reviewed Riot knife. I don't know the name or model number on there. And this is the knife that I was talking about. It has no lanyard hole. Even though it's much larger than this knife, which does have a lanyard hole. And also this knife has a lanyard. Why a Riot? Why do we not have a lanyard hole on this? And this knife is really heavy. You want to have any help you can get in kind of wrangling this sucker in. So there it is compared to that. Here comes the Flissa, one of my favorites. You can kind of start seeing this knife it's really a very good EDC size knife. It is not a overwhelmingly large piece of steel. It's, in my opinion, it's a great backup knife to have on you. A great complement to any folding knife you may have. Because it's going to be able to do a little bit more than a folding knife can. It's just going to be a little bit more stout, but it's still small enough that it's not going to, take up a bunch of space. And this would be great for bushcrafting, in my opinion. I don't do a lot of camping anymore. I did in my youth, but this is a great fishing companion size knife. Taking this fishing, that's awesome. It's just a perfect size for stuff like that. This, of course, is the BPS Adventure 1060 steel D2 D2. I love the fact that the Flissa says D2 in big giant letters on there. D2, fear me. So there is, as far as the size comparison, again, I can't stop gushing over this knife. It's really getting to be embarrassing. But it gives me all kinds of feels, as the kids say. It feels me full of emotion and joy, and I well up inside and get a little teary just looking at it, because it's a beautiful, beautiful little knife. Well done, Kansept. You guys really, for a first Kansept knife, I'm very happy. But let's see how it cuts, because it looks great and it feels great. But how good is a knife if it looks great and feels great and can't cut? Well, it's pretty much worthless. It's pretty much just a George at that point. But good news. The good news is this knife does cut, and it cuts just fine. This is not the sharpest fixed blade I have by any stretch, but I have a feeling that with a very little amount of work, it very much could be. This blade shape and design lends itself very much to good sharpening. So and it's plenty sharp. Holy crap! It feels really, really, really sharp. If you just feel on the blade. It's not doing the best job in this paper, though. That's all right, though. We'll fix it. We may return to this knife post sharpening in a future episode in the second round of knives that I have sharpened. But yeah, don't be dissuaded by my terrible paper cutting display there. This knife is plenty sharp. It would go through wood or rope or anything like that, or fishing line with absolute ease. And again, the edge on this is much better than the cutting test would imply. But I'll come back to this and put an edge on. I might bring this edge back a little bit. If you look really closely, there's not a lot of sharpened edge on that. It's very, very thin little super bevel on there that the apex in there is really, really small. So yeah, I might bring that back a little, lay it back a little bit, because that's not much edge there. But that being said, that edge is probably super durable because of the way that they did that. But yes, okay, I have talked myself into circles enough and try to justify a knife that's gorgeous, but not it doesn't appear to cut paper that well, which is again not really the best measure of a knife. But yeah, the Kansept Flank D2. I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing that I really wonder about is I think that if you were to deploy this knife like this, if you were to carry this knife this way, I'm worried that there's no lock. So that eventually if you're trying to carry this scout style, parallel with your belt, I'm worried that if you try to get it out, it'll rock on you. But that being said, that's not really that big of a deal anyway. But yeah, no, I like this knife a lot. If you can't tell, I will try to put a better edge on it. Although again, it's deceptively sharp. It didn't cut paper that well, but it's still very, very sharp. All right, I railed on enough and taken up enough of your time. Long story short, highly recommend this knife. I'll put the DIMs up. I'll put the price up. I'll put a link to it in the description. And if you made it this far, give yourself a medal. Maybe make yourself some tacos or nachos or something, because boy, did you ever earn it today. And yeah, Kansept Flank, highly recommended. I love it. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon.